back to the program. Lou and Michelle here, being joined by a couple of ladies that are involved in a program that is going to put a smile on your face.
Yeah, I like this. Sounds of this. We have Lori Myron Manbeck, who is CEO and founder of Inclusivity PBC, correct?
Thank you.
And then we have Ashley Renstrom Schaefer joining us this morning. And you're kind of the spearheader behind this event.
Yeah, I'm kind of the spearheader. We did a similar event in Minneapolis last year. So we had 10 days of kindness in Minneapolis, during which we asked people to post kind acts online, and then we had a party. And so it was fun, and part of my job during that event was to read these kind acts that were posted. And so it really highlighted for me how important kindness is and how much of a difference it makes.
What inspired getting the program started?
We actually had the Super Bowl in Minneapolis last year.
Oh, that's
and
right,
we decided we wanted to do something to sort of parallel the Super Bowl that was really focused on being good to each other and taking care of each other. So it started because of that, and then it was just a lot of fun. And I'm a pretty positive, forward-thinking person anyway, but this made me focus on kindness even more and think more about how it changes things and changes the world. So I went to Grinnell College, so I actually decided I wanted to do this somewhere else, and I thought, what better place than Grinnell? It's a small town, the college is wonderful, the people are terrific. So I approached the college and said, would you work with me on this? And they jumped in, Ashley jumped in, and we've been kind of running ever since. And what was very cool is that we then approached the Chamber of Commerce, and they were right on board as well.
Wow.
So now the entire town,
The community, huh?
the college, the churches, the schools, everyone is doing kind acts for these 10 days.
That's
neat is
great.
that?
And
Yeah,
do you
it's pretty
find
cool.
that just kind of having that prompt or just more awareness that it really does, because there are a lot of kind people out there trying to do
Yes.
kind things, but just having this kind of in front of them that you see that make a difference?
Well, it's incredibly important because we know that if you see negative words, which we hear all the time right now, and we see all the time, for every negative statement you hear, you need to hear 3 positive statements to counteract it, even to level things out.
So think by the end of the day, how much?
Exactly. And so our goal...
Don't open Twitter, basically, is what she's
Well,
saying.
or
right now.
Facebook, or really anything.
Yeah.
So our goal is to say, let's blanket the town with kindness and have everyone speaking and thinking about it, because the research is really strong that it matters. The research is really strong that if we're kind and consciously kind and intentionally kind, it makes our self-esteem better, it makes us have better relationships with other people, and it makes us take a pause before we react negatively. So it affects us in tremendous ways. And that's
good.
sort of all. You mentioned that I'm the CEO of Inclusivity, and that's really what our company is all about, is about spreading kindness and justice in every way.
Now, this is up and going. We're
This
in
is up
what,
and
day
going.
4, is that right?
Day 4, and we have events happening all over town every single day, sponsored by 25 plus community partners. So
The community really got involved and supported it. Talk about some of the events that you have going on.
So today, for instance, we have a Be Kind to Pollinators event where students and kids and families can go and help create seed balls, and that'll be thrown during Ragbri, actually.
Oh, great.
Oh, nice.
To help support milkweed growth.
Oh,
and for the
good
monarch
job out of
butterflies.
you. That's one of our
we like
favorites.
that.
Yeah,
That's right.
we love that.
It's cold outside. Get your kids, let them get messy and make some seed balls. That's at the Stew at 4:30 today. We have showings of Wonder, the film about a boy with a facial disfigurement. It's really
great
beautiful.
movie. Great movie.
Free showings of that. We have a meet and greet at the police and fire department on Thursday from 3:30 to 6:30, where they get cookies and they get to get a picture in the fire truck or a police car. And there's just so many great ways that they can get involved. We're hoping that every day each person can either do a kind act, come to an event, or just find a way.
Or be the recipient of a kind act, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so this is day 4, like you mentioned. How does this compare to what happened in Minneapolis last year?
Well, in Minneapolis, we really only had people post online. So it really was mostly online posting, and then
Okay.
we had a big party at the end. So this is tremendous. And our goal is that this is sort of a prototype that then other communities can pick up and do next year.
Right.
So that there'll be 10 days of kindness around the entire country next year.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
so you're at Grinnell, so the entire
Grinnell.
community of Grinnell. I would suggest calling Mount Vernon, Iowa, and tell the Cornell people that what you're doing, and they'll try to do what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
They can never do it as well.
Oh, I
There
beg to
you
differ,
go.
but no, that's a great thing.
So if you know, we say, oh, be kind today. Give us maybe some of the top ways that we can express that kindness for somebody that maybe needs an idea or two.
Well, I would say even smiling at somebody is huge. Looking somebody in the eye, because we all want to be seen. And one of the kindest ways you can treat someone is just to notice them. Take a second, take a pause. We're always rushing so much. And so just to do this matters to people and can change their entire day and their entire outlook. What I like to say to people is that you never have any idea what your impact is going to be. I work in geriatric psychology as my other job, and I tell people all the time, you feel like you're not contributing anymore, but you contribute by sitting here and looking at me. You contribute by listening to what I'm saying. And so I think that for me is the core of this, is every single person can be kind. You don't need a special talent. You just need to pause and take a breath and look at the other person.
And just how powerful just a smile is.
A smile is
it makes a
huge.
big
The
difference.
3-to-1 ratio is still sticking with me that we talked about earlier, about one negative response needs at least 3, if not more, positive responses to kind of negate it.
Well, and in fact, if it's a family member or a close friend, it's 5.
Wow.
So if it's a stranger and you see them do something negative, the other cool thing about kindness that I want to just say is that you don't even have to do it yourself. Witnessing it, hearing about it, doing it yourself, or receiving it all have the same positive effects.
It feels good just talking about it here.
It really
does.
It's pretty powerful.
Well, the things that folks are doing in Grinnell, thank you for doing that. You're making a difference more than you can ever imagine.
We're really excited about it.
Now, people want to find out more about this. They want to get
Sounds like some fabulous events going on, and they've got still another 6 days where it's carrying on. So tell everybody where they can kind of find a listing of all of that.
So the easiest place for you to find more information about any of these events is on our Facebook page. We have a 10 Days of Kindness in Grinnell Facebook page. That's really all you need to type in is 10 Days of Kindness in Grinnell, and it'll pop right up, and you can see every event happening, and you can also post your own kind acts there.
There you go. Well, one of the
I love it.
Thank you so much for coming here. And the one good thing that we do realize is that you won't be using much gas on the way home, because I think the wind will be at your back as you head back to Grinnell here today. So just drive carefully. Wonderful.
Good to know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
It's beautiful.
18 minutes past 8.